I speak for most of the fan base when I say we have just been jonesing to see them lock the door behind these two gentlemen. That is Dan Hooker in black, Mateusz Gamrot in white. Here we go, folks. We'll see if Gamrot shoots early. We'll see the extent to which Hooker can find a home for some of his long-range weapons.
One of the ways to keep a guy off of wrestling you is to make him move backwards. It's hard to back up and then shoot. Gamrot needs to be trying to go forward to set up his takedowns.
Hooker told us in the fighter meeting he hasn't switched stances much in fight, seeing a lot of footwork early out of Dan.
To think that Dan Hooker fought 145 is crazy. He looks big at 155.
Yeah. Well, we've been banging the drum when it comes to this revamped City Kickboxing Strength and Conditioning program, but in talking to Kai Kara-France, Dan Hooker, and Izzy, all of them just were glowing in terms of what Eugene Behrman has helped them do. The coaches, of course, on the S&C side, aligning with Olympic Minds in New Zealand. They all look fantastic.
Olympic Minds was responsible for the strength and conditioning of the Australian Olympic team. Just ended in Paris.
Ooh.
Oh!
Nice entry by Gamrot.
Nice right hand. It's already clipped Hooker a little bit.
Yep.
That right hand.
A little mouse, and now a cut, actually, to the left of Dan Hooker's left eye already.
Gamrot likes to time that shot with his head on the outside of the hip.
Good body kick by Hooker a moment ago. Gamrot attacks low.
One of the things about Gamrot is he's been pretty one-dimensional. He's finding his range now with the strikes. That opens up that.
That's the head on the outside single he likes.
If you can land punches, then when you level change, they aren't expecting it as much. It's got to be very frustrating for Dan Hooker. Now, notice this left leg, or right leg of Dan Hooker. Watch how Gamrot tries to keep it elevated on his hip. That's so important when trying to stack a guy from doing this, getting back to their feet.
When I watch Gamrot, the gift he has is keeping you down.
No, look
after
at it.
he
Look
takes
at his
you
right
down.
leg.
You can't get up.
Look at Hooker's right leg. Every time Hooker tries to get to the fence, he just attacks the right leg and gets it up to try to walk him away from it. It's amazing that he does that to all these guys.
So each way that you'll see Hooker lean to, that's the leg he lifts.
Yep.
And it's controlling the bottom leg at all times.
Back to the center of the octagon as we cross the midpoint of round one.
This is where Hooker said, I will win. I'll get up, I'll escape, and then he's going to be tired from the wrestling, and that's when I'm going to land the heavy shot I need to.
Oh!
Oh, he hurt him.
Another right hand, and now guillotine.
Gamrot dropping for a submission here. Hooker wise to it. Furious start for Poland's Gamrot.
Oh my goodness.
He's very busy, always on top, too.
Aggressive tonight.
Always.
Oh my goodness.
Felt like he was pretty aggressive in our fighter meeting, too, just in terms of the overall confidence in the matchup, his ability to impose his will upon Dan, and what a start for Gamrot.
Well, one of my favorite fights of all time was watching Sarukian and Gamrot fight. Just an amazing fight between two young guys who you knew would be very valuable in this weight class.
Gamrot coming in tonight with 3 straight wins. Jalen Turner, Rafael Fiziev, and Rafael Dos Anjos. Back-to-back wins for Hooker coming in.
Hooker's no stranger to early damage and coming back either.
Oh, man. Remember he broke his arm? Was that the last fight or 2 fights ago?
Yep.
He's one of the toughest guys in this entire.
Hurt him. Big left hook for Dan Hooker now.
Gamrot's hurt.
Gamrot hurt under a minute to go. Round one. Another left hand now, a right from Hooker. The RAC arena waiting to explode.
Hooker's got very underrated power, and he's confident in it. He knows if I connect, you'll go down. He's hurt Gamrot bad.
He hurt Gamrot bad with that left hook.
I'm not sure the extent to which Gamrot has recovered. Gamrot now in on a single.
Hooker should not be throwing punches there. He should have been trying to get out of that position.
Gamrot's gathering himself right now.
Oh my goodness.
Hooker's on him, he knows it. Keep him on his heels, and it's hard for Gamrot to shoot. when he's on his heels like this.
Man, Dan Hooker is a savage.
No doubt, big mouse, and now cut under the right eye of Hooker. What a round! Awesome. So a distribution of this copyright work is illegal and punishable under law. So that big Dan Hooker connection on the ear momentarily stumbled Mateusz Gamrot, but you see all the damage he doled out on the feet as well. A lot of scar tissue, I would think, for Hooker, though, too.
Yeah. Well, he's in these types of fights constantly.
Yeah. Body kick for the Hangman.
He's looking great. Hooker is looking great. He stays in this fight. Gamrot can't find a way to get inside on the legs the way he wants to. He's stuck on the outside range. There's a nice shot. He waits for the kick and then connects off that. You got to do that, because if you just try to shoot on Hooker, he's able to defend. He waited for the kick and followed that in. Great read by Gamrot.
Gamrot 3 for 6 on his takedown attempts thus far.
I mean, look at his grappling, the way he passes the guard like butter that way.
He's not fully passing. No, look at him keep that leg in there.
Doesn't need to. He wants to keep him pinned.
Yep, on the bottom.
Keeping him pinned, got that head and arm. Looking to keep Hooker here as long as he can.
Side control is a hard position in MMA today because you're not controlling their legs. Now you see Gamrot getting his hand to try to control the hips of Dan Hooker. Hooker should try to go underhook and then try to get that left underhook and then get the right arm under the belly of Gamrot also to try to shove him over his head as he bridges.
Gamrot feels all the adjustments, and that's why he's got the hand in between the legs, because Hooker's going for the underhook, and that stops that underhook.
It stops him from getting to a hip.
Yep.
Every time because Dan, in order to control that underhook and really start the process of getting up, you got to leverage a hip. So every time he does that, he goes and just collects his hips with his hands.
Arm triangle is here for the taking. Let's see if he takes it. Hooker felt it.
One submission win in the octagon for Mateusz Gamrot via Kimura. 5 for his career, but he hasn't been some crazy submission threat in the UFC thus far.
He tends to out-position you with ground and pound until he gets the submission, and if he can't out-position you, he usually doesn't get the submission. But right now, that's what he's doing. He's blanketing Hooker to try to get some of that energy out of him so he doesn't have all that knockout power.
Hooker should try to even go to his knees to start trying to build up. Give him your back. He's not a great submission guy. You can give your back to try to get back to your feet. That's smart right there by Dan Hooker. He's got to now attack the hands. There it is. Very smart by Hooker, just saying, okay, take this position. I'm going to use it to get up to my feet.
I like the pressure right away when he gets up. This is the key for Hooker. Pressure, go to the body. Because he knows Gamrot's tired after that wrestling.
Nice connection by Gamrot.
Yeah. Gamrot's hands look good.
Yeah, man.
His hands look really good tonight. He seems much more comfortable on his striking than he has normally. And he's choosing to strike right now because most times he's forced to have to strike. Tonight, when Hooker starts the escape process, he just lets him go because he's finding success with his hands.
Well, and sometimes you wonder if these wrestling types had to just compete as kickboxers, how they'd fare. Some would do better than you think.
Head on the outside single, that's his favorite shot.
Guillotine, guillotine. He used that to get himself up.
Great defense by Hooker there. That's what's so hard. You can have the best wrestling in the world, but when guillotines and front chokes are allowed, it defends the wrestling a lot of times.
This is where Hooker needs to start trying to take his hands, push at the hips of Gamrot so he can't build back his base, and then try to escape. This is good, right? Landing elbows, but defense is going to get you taken down.
Hooker making these elbows count. Man, this Gamrot just absolutely relentless.
He is a grinder in the highest order, man. This guy just stays on you. He just attacks your will. He's not trying to just beat the man. He's trying to take this fighting spirit out of you by just pressuring you.
Hooker not looking for any separation immediately. Right back on Gamrot. Final seconds of round 2.
You know what's the craziest thing? It seems as though we have a fight where Gamrot might have won 2 rounds. But round 1, after watching Tai Tuivasa win all 3 rounds on one judge's scorecard, I would not feel good if I'm Mateusz Gamrot.
It's happened before. It's happened before.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's
All right,
nice.
third and final round. Mateusz Gamrot in white, Dan Hooker in black.
I like that, John. I like that
Yeah.
something was done here in Australia about that.
I love how Hooker's going in on that pressure right away. He knows,
He's
he
got to
can
stop
see it.
throwing up the middle there, though. Gamrot's catching those kicks.
That guillotine is doing him a
That
lot of
guillotine is helping
justice.
him.
That's how he's defending all the takedowns with that guillotine.
Yep. Hooker should right away turn away from him. Let him take your back. Start trying to get back to your feet. Gamrot has got to find a way to... Oh, did he grab it?
I did not see a fence grab. Did you see it?
Well, I just heard the ref say, don't grab the fence. I don't know if that hand was in there, but it...
Well,
Gamrot can't keep him off of it.
Anybody's fight with 4 minutes to go. A lot of Dan Hooker scorecards out there in round 2.
We have not seen Gamrot look this uncomfortable in a long time. He looks very uncomfortable on his heels. He can't time the shots exactly the way he wants to.
Yeah.
Well, and I think Dan Hooker would tell you the 2022 version of him would not have realized this much success against Mateusz Gamrot.
He's improving, you know. And to say that he's saying, I just got good.
Yeah.
This guy's been around forever, and he's been in some tremendous fights.
Hooker has Gamrot on the retreat here in perpetual forward motion. Nice body shot by Hooker.
But that right hand from Gamrot landed.
It did. Oh,
Another
as
one.
did that. Ooh, that's a big right hand from Gamrot.
You can see Hooker's really determined that the pressure is going to pour on, add up, and get him the results that he wants. And that's why, even though he's eating shots, he just keeps marching forward. It's the path of least resistance, because if you give Gamrot the forward pressure, he can set up his takedowns.
Well, and he's got to rely on the visuals, right? Every round at the end, Gamrot's the one that's under pressure. He's kind of falling down, taking bad shots. It doesn't look great for Mateusz as these rounds are ending.
Striking numbers essentially a dead heat. 5 takedowns on 11 attempts for Gamrot. Both fighters landing close. 2.5 minutes to go, and for Dan Hooker, potentially half a round away from realizing a top 5 ranking at lightweight. Nice jab by Gamrot.
Nice stick. He's landed a few of them this round. Gamrot's fighting a good round this round.
Looks sharp. That's his favorite takedown right there. Head on the outside, but Hooker's done such a good job going after the guillotine.
Oh, good defense by
Great
Dan Hooker.
defense. That time he defended it outright rather than going for a submission.
Ooh, right hand gets through for Hooker. Uppercut from Gamrot. His striking has really looked sharp tonight.
Way better than it used to be. But you can also tell that Hooker's just a little cleaner than Gamrot when he does throw.
You saw right there, Gamrot had a takedown, but he didn't go for it because Hooker is defended so well. You got in on the hips and just say, you know what, let me exit the pocket.
Yeah, Hooker gives you no time to reset whatsoever.
There's a nice shot. Let's see if he can do anything with it.
Looked like Hooker just offered up a protest that his glove was getting grabbed. Seemingly anybody's round with a minute and change to go, and you can say the same for the fight.
So hard to take him down.
Oh, again, he's trying to attack that guillotine.
Sunk in.
He has used that guillotine beautifully.
Gamrot's left eye nearly shut.
You're just staying right in the pocket with Gamrot, not giving him any space to breathe.
Oh, nice right hand by Dan Hooker.
Oh! Back to the clinch we go. What an absolute war.
Yeah, what a fight.
In arguably the UFC's deepest division.
They both showed up. Neither of them disappointed anybody with this matchup.
Can you imagine if we had a couple more rounds?
Oh, they deserve it. What a performance from both these guys. Incredible fight.
About 10 seconds away from a standing ovation here inside RAC Arena.
Incredible defense by Hooker. His wrestling defense has improved so much.
Huge left hook late from Hooker. What a fight. Dan Hooker, Mateusz Gamrot go the distance in front of the adoring masses here in Perth.
No easy rounds with Hooker.
Right here you see the fight. Dan Hooker getting dropped early in the fight, getting cut early by Mateusz Gamrot. Gamrot then was able to take him down and land a lot of damage on the ground. But then Dan Hooker gets up, drops Mateusz Gamrot with a beautiful left hook. Then in the second round, Gamrot was able to get a takedown early. Hooker worked his way back to his feet. Gamrot with a beautiful shovel right hand. Then another takedown by Mateusz Gamrot. But then right here is when Dan Hooker started to use a guillotine to defend takedowns. Right hand lands for Gamrot. Hooker with a beautiful right hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Mick Meany scores the contest, 29-28, Gamrot. Mark Christie scores it, 29-28, Hooker. And Ben Cartlett scores the contest, 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Dan